today.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. If you got to fight against that, they've got to come out ready to play.
2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. That swung out wide to Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the early turnover and converted into an opening touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. A nice little juke. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Foster. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, there's the option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Jackson, and that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Now a 2nd down and 6. First carry for Najee Harris. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a first down carry for Harris. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road.
Touchdown! Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Jackson's throw taken in by Green here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this one complete to Reed. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He gets it complete to Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Staying on his... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He completes this to Walker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll set up a throw. He's got this to Pickens. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Complete to number 82. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 9.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now Jackson on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 41, Jackson. It's Green on the grab, and what a great grab it was. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Tucker's kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We start down in Georgia. Cleveland making the trip south to take on Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Drake London, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one's at halftime with them leading the visiting New York Giants. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll run on first down. It's Reed. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Just a yard to go here on second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
On second down, it's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On first down, it's Reed. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Steelers' 9-yard line.
Now Jackson going to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Ravens 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Finds Pickens out right. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's got room. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll begin by running the option. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And this offense on third down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. On the give, this is Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and the Ravens are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. Jackson on first down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Julian Love picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush, and he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. At the time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Travis Jones makes a tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Bush trying the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 12. Just over 1:40 to play. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Throwing, Jackson. And Reed with it over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Jackson. And this one complete to Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson gets this to Myers, and they're going to get this up to midfield. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Jackson to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game.